Hi, my name is Wallie Robinson. My company is Grubstaker LLC. Welcome to Grubstakers. I'm here today to talk about Wasterock, dump material, and sending it to appropriate mills and how that would best be accomplished. My training includes University of Alaska Mining Extension and many years of actually mining and doing landsman type work, identifying valuable deposits, and then acquiring them and oftentimes putting them up for sale. What I'd like to talk about today is Wasterock and the opportunities that have presented themselves with Wasterock now that the price of gold, for instance, has reached the level that it has, along with silver. Many of our dumps contain appreciable amounts of silver because of the Wasterock, the dump material that was put into those piles because all of a sudden it was not worth shipping. But our gold mines are our silver mines and vice versa to one degree or another. And so the gold was continually produced. Here in Colorado, for instance, where we're fortunate in so far as we're next to Boulder County, where we have the richest telluride ore in the world, meaning that the Wasterock, the dump material and tailings that collectively are referred to as Wasterock, that material, when it was created, oftentimes it was very expensive to send to the mill, and only the very richest got sent. Early on, transportation to any mill was a chore and expensive, but that was only after there was a mill available to send the ore to. Early on, the very earliest ore went to Swansea, Wales to be processed. The material that was not worthy of shipping to Swansea, Wales ended up in our dumps. That's one reason why, depending on the tenor of the ore, of the mine as it was mined originally, coupled with the period that it was mined, gives you some idea of the value of the material in the dump. Now, in a period when gold, for instance, and silver has gone up appreciably, it has caused mills to be scheduled to open. And one of the projects that we are working on and have been is identifying on public land those dump material, the Wasterock, that would earn its way to the mill. Identifying the richest dumps, piles, and preparing them through permitting and acquiring, doing the landsmanship to lay claim to that material. Based on the results of that test, we'll send out a crew, and the crew has various methods of sampling methods that we have developed over a period of time now, I guess the last several months, in preparation for being able to give a reliable estimation of the values that lie within that dump material. We do that with a churn drill, with old screw pipe that we drive in from the side. The churn drill has proved to be very effective and a very reliable way of augering down to the very richest part of the Wasterock material. That way we can offset the leanest part of the dump material with the richest part and come up with an accurate value on the dump itself. If there's ways of concentrating the ore, that of course should be done on site. It should be crushed for transportation. We can do that, identify the values, and this particular business model involves public land, acquiring those valuable dumps on public lands, essentially anywhere in the country where there's national forest or BLM, where there's public land and there's waste rock on that public land. We can acquire that through location and work out an efficient way to provide a mill just about anywhere with just about any mineral or mining residue very efficiently, just by identifying and acquiring on public land those values. There is a corresponding business model that involves private property, and it is a very attractive model. The first time I saw it was years ago when gold was at $350 an ounce. But it went something like using the proceeds from the dump material itself to purchase the property. Once the property is acquired, the dump material is removed, and what that does, it prepares that property for development. So you've taken a property that couldn't be developed because of the dump material that's on it, and you have taken that dump material and with the proceeds of that bought the property and prepared it for resale as a developable piece of property. That's a business model that works on private properties. What I was focusing on today was a model that surrounds public lands and identifying those valuable dumps and mines, for that matter, and acquiring them on public land. We at Grubstaker are landsmen. We determine the status of property and whether it can be acquired, and based on that knowledge we comply with government configuration requirements as well as state requirements as far as laying claims in, and do just that, lay the claim in, so that now we have identified and we have acquired the valuable deposit, as it were, whether it be a dump or whether it be a mine. And at that point we apply for the permits that are needed to do what we want to do. If that's to remove the dump completely, then that would be what the permit involves, is removing the dump to the mill. If it involves culling, those valuable, generally speaking, the whole dump has to be moved. Whether it all has to be sent to the mill is another matter. There are laydown, are they referred to, areas where they're permitted for waste rock laydown. That's remediated properly as it's done. You know, it's accepted practice. We at Grubstaker also offer federal mineral claims to companies as well as individuals. These claims are gotten through research and on-site sampling. All of the claims that we have are guaranteed. Essentially, that's my training, is finding valuable deposits, and so that's a big part of our business is finding those, laying claim to them, permitting them where that's possible, and then offering them up for sale.